What's up, YouTube? So welcome to my segmented part of my long form video that I did about the Epstein Files that got released and how my rabbit hole ended up ending on the JonBenet Ramsey murder investigation that's still unsolved from 30 years ago. This is just going to be one of the chapters, and then stay tuned or check the playlist at the end if you want to keep up with the rest of the chapters. There is a long form version of this that I just put it all in one long video. Anyway, guys, this is chapter 1. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Now, without further ado, let's just get into it.
Someone hacked Epstein's Wikipedia, and the person was found dead at the bottom of a cliff? Wait. Epstein had someone hack Wikipedia to modify his page. Then this person eventually died, found at the bottom of a cliff. Insane document found in the Epstein Files. To Jeffery Epstein from this random guy. They have all sorts of protection around your, quote, mugshot picture on Wiki. We are hacking Wiki now to remove it and replace it with the photo that you sent, which will have the headline, Jeffery Epstein, businessman, philanthropist. By the way, we took you out of the sex...
Hold on, guys. I was doing a little research yesterday. I had Gronk compile me a list of names involved on the Epstein. Let me bring this over here so you guys can see it. There it is right there. Attempted to alter Epstein's wiki page. Yep, he's in there for sure. So let's go back now and let's see what Asmon can uncover for us here.
Offender category and remove the headline in the beginning sentence from the wiki that also stated sex offender, and now it just reads businessman philanthropist. We recorded the IP addresses of the people who were going in and changing our edits back and actually hack the site to block them back in. That's why the site has been stable. Smiley face. An email to Epstein in 2010 describes a deliberate search engine manipulation to bury reporting on his crimes. They boosted all other Epsteins to bury any direct searches for his name plus file. This is clear evidence.
So this guy hacked Wiki. So this is after Epstein was convicted back in 2008. This guy hacks in and then reports back to Jeffery about everything that he did. Man, those F-files are crazy, guys. And I was going through the rabbit hole and I was doing the JonBenet connection and trying to go down that rabbit hole because some of the pictures that were released in the Epstein Files. And I'll show you what I found. Anyway, let's go back to and let's see what Asmon's talking about and what he can dig through.
Of a coordinated deceptive reputation control. Jeff, I'm very happy to report to you today that we have managed to get some very positive results already. This was not the case as of yesterday when we checked, so the bots may have just made their rounds, taking our work into effect. If you type your name into Google News, the first article that came to the very top was the most recent suit from last month, and as you scrolled down there were other articles. If you typed your name plus file, etc., you would get scores of results of news, blog, and other entries. Now, if you type your name, you will see endless pages of Google News about every other Jeffery Epstein, but you will not see any more news articles about you. Even if you type in your name plus file, a direct search, no documents will turn up. And this is just, it's an email. They're just posting this. We did this to effectively, by effectively creating massive amounts of links, search engine parameters to all the other Epsteins. Of course, if new articles appear, we will have to deal with them on a case-by-case basis. We will have a Google alert on all terms, so we will catch things when they appear. This, of course, will be the main effect as the Google search, as the articles will now start coming down in relevance. We are now embarked on a very offensive similar strategy for the main web, which requires posting of new websites. Anyway, we are very pleased about this. Wiki hacked, finally changed mugshot out. It was heavily protected. Added a whole new section on your wiki entry, pushing the bad stuff down on the page in wiki, even though we reworded most of it so it isn't that bad, working on the photo switch. I took out the convicted sex offender. In 2015, Seckler's body, that's the guy. To Jeffery Epstein from this random guy. Seckler's body was found at the bottom of a cliff near his home in southern France. As of December 2021, his death remained unconfirmed by French authorities. What?
How, guys, what
The fuck? Collaboration
exactly?
with Jeffrey Epstein. Around 2010, Seckler and Maxwell. Wait, which Maxwell is this? This isn't the one I think it is, right? No, I don't think it is. Wait, he
It's not Giselle.
became involved with Isabel Maxwell, a French-born entrepreneur and the co-founder of Magellan. Maxwell has been listed as a technology pioneer of the World Economic Forum, president of ComTouch, an Israeli internet dude. Wait. Oh my God, that's her. That actually is her sister.
The sister. So Giselle's sister had a husband or boyfriend or whatnot that hacked and to try to protect Jeffrey, and then 5 or 6 years later was found deceased at the bottom of a cliff. Now when we're talking about Jeff, dude, like this guy who, when it was brought up on charges in 2018, was the very next day had 6 55-gallon drums of sulfuric acid delivered to him, which under the guise of water purification needs, because it does have a use for that. But I mean, come on. How are you going to disappear somebody when you're really trying to disappear somebody? You're going to use sulfuric acid. I mean, stuff isn't hidden from you guys. This stuff is right out in front of you. And now with the Epstein Files, with all this dumpage of stuff, redacted or not, like there's enough stuff in there that you could put the pieces together. This is craziness.
Oh my God. And so this guy, the last person that he dated until he died from falling off of a cliff was Ghislaine Maxwell's sister. Oh man. How about that? And
you can't make this up.
I don't even know what to say. This is insane. And she's still alive now too. Holy fucking shit. So mega rich family, the Maxwells, yeah. And then she's a president of an Israeli internet company in the Economic Forum. Like, this is the kind of shit, bro.
Of course, going back to Israel again, the mainstream media doesn't want to talk about this stuff because who they're getting paid by, their higher ups, who owns them, is part of the problem. You can't make this up. This is like movie shit, dude.
Guys, it's over.
All right, guys, that's the video. Another chapter is going to be coming up on the playlist, so find the link or just watch the playlist. If you just want to jump into the long form version of all this where it was all together in one cohesive hour-and-a-half video, that's dropped below too. Leave me a like. I would appreciate it. I worked really hard on this one. Thanks a lot. I'm your Huckleberry. We'll check you next time. You're a daisy if you do. Peace.